Wow. Hey! Welcome to another Ramble. Ray D. Oh, tough guy. Here we
But
are.
also
Yes, yep.
video.
Also
video.
That's what they're saying on the streets. That's what the kids are saying. You know, you can't spell video without us. Did you know that? You need us to spell video. You need us. If you're going to spell
No one ever thought of that before. No one ever thought of that.
And they're not going to give me credit for being a genius and coming up that you can't spell the U.S. without us. No one's going to give me credit for that. But at least I'm still handsome. What a fucking speech. Oh,
but yeah, let's talk about the other guys.
Joe Biden's got dementia. This is Ramble Radio 361, Eddie. I don't know if you knew that. 361. And you think it's just you and I here.
Yeah.
I'm not here to gloat. I ain't here to talk shit.
So but Cody is conspicuously absent.
Conspicuously absent right after. Eddie, I can't believe it. My God, I didn't know who here. Here's the thing.
Who called it? Who's Mr. Baseball?
Mr. Baseball. Eddie Pence right there. Mr. Baseball. Right there, Mr. Baseball. Eddie Pence. It was it was very weird. It was it's funny. I don't know if you're like this, but if let's say you're watching a Washington football game.
I try not
and
to.
Let's say they're up 22-3.
Yeah.
And it's in the middle of the third quarter.
Not comfortable.
You're not okay. See, I'm the same way. Like I am when
my pants.
When the Cowboys opened the season against the Giants and we're up like 500-0 after the first quarter, to me it felt like we were up 3 points. Does that make sense?
I'm like let's just get a first down. We can burn 3 more minutes off the clock.
We just have to do this. And tonight, I could not process that the Rangers were up 8-2. I didn't. None of me.
And you're like, okay, well, Houston's going to come up and hit a grand slam, and then it's going to be 8-6.
It's just 8-6 any second now. That's all. Then at the end, I was on stage when the game ended. It was 11-3 when I got on, and I was like, oh God, I was just on stage the whole time going, I'm going to walk off stage. And it's going to be 12-11.
14-11.
Yeah, 14-11. Houston somehow pulled off the great, But man, it was fucking. Look, I'll take it. A little scary there.
Enjoy the ride.
I'm very happy. And here's who I think Astros fans should blame. This is what I don't think any team should do. So first of all, I am, as just a fan of the Texas Rangers, who have been sorry for fucking my entire life. They've had two spurts when they were okay. Yeah. But for the most part, they've been sorry. And not just my life, their life. It's not like I was not born during
it's not a historic franchise.
Runs. It is not at all. And so I was like, when they were the Senators, they weren't a historic franchise. It was like, and so I thought they were done after Game 5 when Altuve ripped that home run in the late inning, whatever it was, and I was like, oh well, that's one of those your heart's ripped out, it's over.
You're done.
The fact that they
can't come back.
Won the next 2 games on the road, but here's what I think Astros fans should point their ire towards is this Houston social media person. After Game 5 was won by Houston. They played a clip of Altuve hitting that homer, or it might have even been a grand slam. I forgot but it was a multiple run home run. Mm-hmm. And they said the shot heard round Texas. Ooh. That was all. And it's like, they still need to win one more. That was where
it ain't over. It ain't over yet.
You do that if that's the game that sends you to the World Series, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You still a little premature. You need to win one more. So anyway,
what's crazy about this series is it so much resembles when the Nats beat the Astros in the World Series because the road team won every game.
Every game.
And that was just like the World Series with the Nats and the Astros.
And I completely forgot the Rangers have borrowed Scherzer from the Nats.
Yes, you guys have Scherzer as well. There's a lot of, like I told you at the beginning of the playoff run, you guys are the Nationals of 2019. It just feels that way.
I'm hoping. I mean, I would, and look, am I a bad sports fan that once my team wins one, I don't get so hurt anymore? Does that make sense? Like,
well, you're kind of like, okay, I got the one.
I've seen the Cowboys win. I've seen the Mavericks win. The Mavericks, even more than the Rangers, I thought I'll never see that team win a championship. When the Stars, like, so now I don't get as heartbroken. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
it's like I get it. You know, it's I don't know if that makes. I've
seen Washington. I've seen the Redskins at the time win. I've seen the Capitals win. I saw the Nats win. I just need to see a Wizards victory, which I don't think will ever happen.
Wizards need to, but you know, well, the Mavericks I thought would never happen, and they did it. It can happen.
But like I feel like after the Nats one, I'm like, okay, I'm a fan of the team, but it's like I want like it's not. I'm not gonna live and die,
by it.
Well, here's Washington's a different story. That's my team forever, but like the Nats are a little different. Same with the Caps. I love the Caps, but we got the one. I'm like, I'd like them to get more, but it's not live or die.
You'd rather have the Commanders win now than anyone else. But I will say, here's the thing. Here's why we need to root for the Rangers and the Wizards, okay? Yeah. Because if they can somehow win championships in our lifetime, either one of those, if they both do, let's say the Rangers win one and the Wizards win one.
Right.
That you get. Do you know what that means? Wait, but the Bullets have already won a title. Have they ever won a title?
They won back in like early 70s. I don't even think I was alive. Like 72. They won as the Bullets.
That's right. Well, then here's the thing, though. So you would have seen it in your lifetime. The main things, the main components needed. But now I think the Rangers need to win, hopefully. So Dallas and Washington can then be the two cities only ever that have won a title in the four major sports and have killed a president. I mean, I think about
that's the EGOT for sports, right?
There it is. You win everything and you
all major titles and you kill a president. That's the EGOT for sports.
I mean, I'm just saying. It's
it's also we also, I know Cody's a part of the Ramble, but we fucking hate the Astros.
Right? I've never hated them. The cheating thing was annoying. The cheating
fucking
thing
cheaters,
was bad.
Right? They were cheaters, and they never quite felt bad about it.
Right? They never.
Even the fans were like, "Yeah, we cheated. That was shitty."
Whatever.
Yeah. So even the fans were a little shitty about it.
I mean, Altuve.
As much as we love Cody.
The one thing I think the one thing that will haunt Altuve is that moment where he hit the home run and he's running and he tells his team not to rip off his jersey to celebrate.
Right, because I got the thing.
I got the wire.
Like, no.
I'm fucking loaded.
Guys, remember Ingve Nixve. Shirt say rips off say.
It stays on because
wire say underneath say.
I'm wired like Pussy in The Sopranos. Just fucking leave me be.
But like, I mean, like Astro fans kind of turned into like, you know, they were kind of Trumperish after they got caught lying, right? Because they're all like, yeah, we cheated, so what?
Who doesn't? Everybody
Who doesn't fucking cheat? Like they owned being shitheads,
right? They kind of did. And then again, I think that was not good to say the shot heard round Texas when they still had not clinched. You don't do that. Well,
because they assume they consider themselves the team in Texas, with their history, you know, rightfully so.
Short history, though. That's the thing. It's not like the Astros were the Disastros. They were the Astros. They've had the deal with sucking for so long, and then they finally got good and great. And but
they've had quite the run, and they consider themselves the team in Texas.
Yes, of course. Which
I don't mind watching them lose.
Right. Speaking of someone else I don't mind watching losing, what happened to Brock Purdy? I thought he was the golden boy. I thought he was. Look. Here's the thing. Okay, and this is me being a Sour Grapes fan for sure because they kicked the shit out of Dallas earlier in the year.
Sure.
And during that game, they did what I hate. I hate it even if my team is the subject of it. I hate those special interest sideline shit that they do when it's not warranted.
Oh, yeah.
If someone has a sick
they're
relative,
dying to put these story packages together,
God.
and they're just waiting to play them.
And then during that game, they cut to the sideline reporter. It's just like, you know, when Brock Purdy was in Little League, he said he wanted to play quarterback. And then his coach said, well, but is there any other position you might want to play? And he said, no, I just want to be quarterback.
And you guess what? Every quarterback who's ever taken a snap in the NFL has gone, I want to play quarterback.
Every one of them. It's the stupidest fucking special. Why do we need to hear this? What has he done? He's not about to go off to war. He's not fucking dead. He didn't win a fucking championship. Why do we give a fuck? And so what I think is...
No quarterback's ever gone, well, I really wanted to be a center. And they kept making me play quarterback.
It was just such a pointless... But he said he just wanted to be the quarterback.
Yeah, that's the dumbest fucking thing. Why are we trying to
make this fucking... Here's what I think they should do. The Vikings last night, they should have played that clip every interception he threw in the fourth quarter. They should have just put that on the fucking jumbotron.
He wants to be a quarterback.
He just wanted to be quarterback. Oh, don't we all give a fuck? I could give a shit. It's so
well. I think
stupid.
it's interesting because it had to happen at some point. He had to face some adversity, and he hasn't had any for the last 6 games he had last season. And then, of course, he got hurt in the playoffs, so he never had to really deal with that. And then they were kind of the whole team was clicking up until last week with that Browns game. I'm like, I remember like when I was watching that Browns game last week, and I don't know if I texted you or not. I texted. I was like, now we're going to find out.
We're going to find out what he can do. And
we're going to find out what he can do because I think McCaffrey got hurt, and I think
Debo.
And Debo got hurt. So I was like, he's out of his weapon. So we're going to find out what kind of quarter. And he got to his credit,
he got him into field goal range.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough. And then tonight, he was even worse. Because tonight, you were playing...
Threw 2 bad picks. Really bad picks.
When the game was on the line, picks. Both of them were... And he just wanted to be quarterback. And now he lost to Kirk Cousins in primetime, which nobody does.
Nobody
loses to Kirk Cousins in primetime, but Brock Purdy did.
Well, what's shocking to me, I mean, you knew at some point Brock Purdy was going to regress back to the mean a little bit. He wasn't going to be just this guy who was just like never throws a pick, never loses a game.
Ever. Right.
That doesn't happen.
Right.
But what's weird is like since the Cowboys game, the Niners defense looks completely pedestrian.
It feels like they gave a fuck about one game this year, and they accomplished the game they gave a fuck about, and now they're like, well, what? And I know it was like stupid trolling on Micah Parsons' part, but that laugh now, cry later, I didn't think it would be instant. I didn't think that was going to be an instant thing.
We'll see. We'll see. I could see them having the letdown game against the Browns after that Cowboys game. I could see that because you're like, oh, we'll beat the Browns. And
but the Vikings game, if they should have torn the shit out of them after that letdown game.
But then again, I think that Vikings game caught them because it was like, oh, we only lost to Cleveland because we missed a field goal. The guy missed we had some injuries to our star guys. We missed a field goal by a rookie kicker. That's that didn't really happen.
Right.
And then I think they didn't take the Vikings seriously either. So maybe we'll see. Maybe the Niners will now get motivated. At least maybe when they go and face the Eagles in a few weeks, we'll see what happens.
There. So that's going to be obviously the benchmark because the Eagles
that'll be the telltale.
Better with that trade, and but I mean,
why do people keep trading people to the Eagles?
Why? Why are you helping these fucking assholes? Like,
why do the Titans specifically keep trading people to the Eagles?
Right, to the Eagles, and. They should run that fucking story before the game in Philly just to hear the boo. Brock just wanted to be quarterback. They should play that in Philly. How funny would that be if they before the game? Could you imagine?
But the only problem is I'm going to be cheering for the Niners in that game.
I know. Same here. He just wanted to be quarterback. Go fuck yourself. Anyway. Now, Oh, jeez. Am I bitter? Am I bitter? I'm bitter. But I hate
bitter,
that.
but
I hate that special interest shit. Anytime
they
I
do it
hate
all
it.
the fucking time. It's annoying.
I know.
I hate it too.
It just has like I'd rather see Taylor Swift hopping up and down in the press box.
I just
than
want to
that
see the game. I don't care about.
I know.
I don't care that they're human beings and that they have lives outside of football.
I don't give a shit.
Care.
Yeah, it's unless they and the only who's a kid from Buffalo who almost died. Let's hear that story, Hamlin.
That's interesting.
Story. That's it. That's okay. I could give a fuck that Brock.
But every kid in the NFL wanted to play in the NFL when they were
every
kids.
single. They were none of them were like. None of them were Sean Bradley. We're like, well, I'm 7'6". I guess I have to play basketball.
We're forcing you.
Right. None of them. Oh, God. There we go. And now, Eddie, can we get down to the brassest of brass tacks?
Yeah.
Holy shit, Loki. It makes me wish that they're lying about Jonathan Majors. That's how good that episode was.
Yeah.
That's how good he is as
you're almost hashtag don't believe all victims because
don't believe
of Jonathan Majors. Because he's that good.
Isn't that sad?
He's that good.
We're just so into this nerd shit that now we're okay, maybe don't believe all women, bro. Women lie too, bro. That's what it's turning into.
But he's so fucking good.
He's tremendous, and he's and the show though, goddamn, the show is just so. What do you think? Do you think? I'm wondering if He Who Remains somehow put his memories into something there at the TVA for all this to happen. So this timely guy walks in. He gets a fucking retinal scan, and boom, he's back. He Who Remains.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm ready.
Because I was watching this, and I've only seen it once. I haven't rewatched it yet.
Right.
They keep saying, Miss Minutes keeps saying that it's the plan for the so-and-so to give this book, put the book on the bookshelf so this kid can find it at a young age and then take the place.
Become obsessed with the TVA and all that, yeah.
And he opens up the book at one point, and he sees the author, and it's OB.
Yeah.
Right? Now, could it be? I'm trying to remember specifically if Miss Minutes reference He Who Remains specifically, or is she just saying she's talking in such a vague way? We're just assuming it's He Who Remains made this plan and not OB who made this plan.
You think this is Ouroboros' plan?
Could it not be?
Ooh, Eddie. Oh,
because I'm trying to remember. Does Miss Minutes specifically say it's He Who Remains' plan? If something happens,
I don't
go
remember.
back.
I gotta watch it again. I don't remember.
Because I seriously think she avoids saying who it is, and we're just supposed to assume it's He Who Remains dies and had this plan in motion. Where it might be OB who is sort of the architect,
the Beyonder.
Or is he like the main Kang variant?
That's what I'm wondering too. Is that they're out? Right? Is he's like the
Or was that planned even before this? Because the way they're setting up, it seems like a huge misdirection. Because she keeps saying the plan. This was the plan, and we'll just assume it was He Who Remains' plan. But he opens the book at one point. You see OB.
And it's Ouroboros is there. That's his thing. So
Why do you put that in there if that's not what that is?
And we know he wrote the book. When he has it, I didn't know what it was. When it was a TVA guidebook, I go, wait a minute. Like this this reeks of Ouroboros' plan, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. And to me, it does. The more I think about it, the more it does.
And I wonder what's going to fuck it up is Miss Minutes, because the wild card is she's like Ultron, an AI who's becoming sentient, and she's in love. She has
her own
Kang.
thing that she wants to do.
She's in love. Yeah. Is that going to fuck it up? That she's in love with Kang? Is that going to fuck it up? I don't know.
Right.
Fuck. This is it's getting hot and heavy.
Because maybe Miss Minutes doesn't even know that this is OB's plan. Maybe she does think it is He Who Remains' plan, because OB maybe programmed the whole fucking thing.
We got to.
It just doesn't make sense. He opens up. He doesn't make sense. He opens up that book and goes and there's a picture. I mean, I know he wrote OB wrote the book, but why do you even show that? Why do you even reference that?
Exactly. Oh God, this is. It's just you don't need that. You don't put that reminder there. unless there's something coming.
Yeah,
that's it.
Because it just seems like a big misdirection. That whole episode seemed like a big misdirection.
I'm excited. And the whole time he just wanted to write the TVA handbook. He said, "Nope, I just want to be quarterback." God damn, who gives up anyway? There it is. We have some contractual. As fun as this has been.
Skeletor. Jerry's team, the Texas Rangers, finally got into the World Series.
Hey.
Have you ever cheered for a team that finally started to, as a fan, finally paid off for you?
Eddie, that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you've asked me that. Absolutely. It was a team. They were working their way up. We had a little basketball tournament in Eternia. And the team captured the hearts of everyone, and they were the Eternian Wheelchair Basketball League. And that squad, they did great, and we were all pulling for them. But I was able to use magic and alter the rules. You understand? So the judges and the people putting it was all just for the. I allowed myself to be a team, and I had 75 blocks. And the championship game. I was get the fuck out of here. So that Cinderella run came to an end real quick, but they did capture the hearts of Eternia until I slaughtered them. Nothing left. You don't bring that shit in here. And of course, we had the games in the sports arena of Eternia. Which is the largest, holds 750,000 spectators. You believe that?
Wow.
Yeah, and it's in the only place that can hold something that big. It's inside He-Man's mother's pussy. You get it, Eddie? You get it, you guys?
I got it.
Because her pussy is she's a giant vacuous pussy,
sure.
Right? Because she's a fucking twat.
Okay.
She has a giant pussy.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Oh, but she has the balls to say, baby, your penis isn't big. Yeah, okay, giant pussy.
Okay. Maybe is that a little more peeled back behind the...
Maybe a little too much.
Maybe is he letting...
Anyway,
are more dots being connected? Are more dots?
It's a pretty clear picture at this point. It's a pretty clear picture what's happening.
Send us up, Cody. Please.
Get him on the
Rotten Tomatoes. He might be back soon. Do I even ask him to come back tomorrow for tomorrow's Ramble? Is he going to want us?
I don't know.
Should I wear a different hat? Should I at least be courteous enough to put a different hat on?
Or wear it backwards and then halfway through turn it around. Give it the reveal.
Just slowly turn it as the podcast is going. Oh, shit. Well, we want to thank you all so much. That's been the Ramble. Yes. Eddie, where can all the fine folk find you?
5 days a week, patreon.com, The Ralph Report. Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, Ramble Proper.
That's us. You can find me in the same Ramble locales. You can find Eddie and Cody. I'm also on Twitch, Kick at Retro Rocha, YouTube, streaming games every night. Right now I'm playing Blasphemous on the Switch because it's spooky season. Dude, have you started Spider-Man 2 yet?
Yes. That fucking Sandman battle at the beginning. Damn.
Dude.
When the
tentacles come out.
Yeah.
When the wings, when you're now flying, oh,
you fucking you got the spider wings, and then fucking you end up you're in the jungle before the title scene.
Where is that where you left off?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh shit.
That was pretty good shit.
It's been great. I'm really into this. I'm very excited. I'm bummed, though. I'm going to have an entire week of not playing it.
I know.
Because I'm not going to bring my fucking PlayStation 5 with me. Have that break on a plane.
You should buy one while you're there is what you should do.
Probably should. Put it on
Just have a Vegas PlayStation.
Put it on Andrea's tab. She wouldn't be upset.
No, not at all.
That's the title. I'm getting a Vegas PS5. Oh, fuck. Well, there we go. We want to thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for a regular Ramble. Take care, everybody. Bye.